Fate decided.
Let's get this party started.
Craving something scary.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor.
Jojo Jake.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
Watch some.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Well,
What's up?
here we are. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lethal Collective. As you can see, there are half of us here, two of us here, but as long as there are two or more, we're going to make an appearance, folks. We're going to be here. I promise you that. Our friends Jake and Knight, man, they're frolicking.
Must be nice.
You know, there must be nice to be frolicking in Jersey and Monster Mania. Well, they're just trying to meet, Matthew Lillard and David Arquette and Jamie Kennedy and stuff. And what's up with that, man?
Leave us behind to get to work, huh?
Right?
That's what we are. We're the ones that, all right, well, we're going to go have fun. You guys do the work.
Yeah. You guys toe the company line.
Yeah.
We're going to leave you guys and go have a party with celebs.
We're company men. That's what we are. We're company.
We are, man. We're faithful. We're committed. We're loyal. And we're the first ones that'll get laid off. That's always how it works.
That's
You know
how it
that,
is.
right?
It's right. We're the first ones fired.
The most loyal are the first ones to go. Oh, my gosh.
Easily replaced.
My gosh, dude. You know what, man? But that's okay. I hope they have a great time, you guys. And
Enjoy.
I'm excited to hear all about your escapades in the hotel bar. I told Knight, man. I said, you need to do what Destin did. You need to hang out at the bar tonight
Yeah.
and Saturday night after the convention's ended and see who comes in, like Robert England did and Matthew Lillard last time came in for a minute. It's worth doing.
Seriously, I'd be buying them drinks. I'd be like, hey, I would leave my card with the bartender and be like, whatever these two want.
Yes.
There you go.
No
Everything
questions
from
asked.
that shelf down, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, there is a
Everything from
shelf,
that shelf-
dude.
Everything from that shelf down. Whatever they want is theirs.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So you get that like $10,000 drinking bill, and
Oh, could you imagine? And believe me, man, I suspect there are some of those guys that could do that easily,
oh, I'm sure. Sure.
for sure. Just want to say hi real quick to a few folks in the chat. We see Jen and Denisha is here, and Jennifer, Wayne. What's going on, guys? Angie's here. Jen, Carrie, what's up? What's up, Care Bear?
Carry, bear.
Carry on my. And I'll stop there. Oh, there you go. We'll split it up. Fuse the algorithm.
Yeah, see, there you go. They're like, what?
Who else
damn.
is here? Hold on, man. Who else is here? Horror Bee is here. Horror Bee and the General is here as well. Good to see you guys. All right. Dr. Aaron's in the house and Katie's in the house, popping the popcorns, popping in.
Popping in to say, hey. Pop, pop.
Love it. Hey, Katie. All right. So, Fate, man, dude, what's going on with these two movies, man?
Guess as good as mine. Yeah, I mean, it's just, we could start with Scream if you want.
Sure.
I mean, look, I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I just don't like everything that I'm seeing. Like we've talked about. Like, I don't need another Scream 2. Like,
No.
I don't. Like, if I want to watch Scream 2, I can just go watch Scream 2. I can just go
Yep.
put it in the Blu-ray player or put it on streaming or whatever. Like, there's ways to go about it. Like, I don't mind a couple little callbacks, little fond moments or whatever, little, reminiscent moments. I just, I just worry that this is going to be like a modified, more modern version of Scream 2. I mean, it was nice to see Kirby.
Yeah.
And I am excited that Kirby's in this movie, but like, I do have my concerns of like what's going to happen with her. Like whether she lives or dies. Like the other thing is too is like, are we actually going to like her? Because this was
Right.
Wes's character. Wes
Yep.
made this character, and the only time we saw her was in Scream 4. So now you got new people that have to tell the story, that have to tie that in, that have to like, what is she? Is she going to be the same Kirby she was back then? Is she going to be more guarded? Is she going to be what if she's just a character we all hate? What if she's just like a raging
Yeah.
bi? What?
Oh man,
And
that would
it's just-
stink, man.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, but it would kind of make sense, right? I mean, the people that she loved and were confided in the most turned out to try to kill her. The guy that she had a crush on, and then her best friend tried to kill her. It's like, wouldn't you be pretty guarded? Like, wouldn't you not trust people ever again? That's kind of my thinking with that. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm watching it regardless. I'm excited for it regardless. I have my reservations. So what about you?
Well, I think you're right. No, you're making, I remember one of the things you used to talk about, your concern of Stu coming back was that he wouldn't be the same character. I remember you voiced that many times. And really, it makes sense that same concern is applied to Kirby, because I don't think it is realistic to expect her to be exactly the same pre third act as she was now. If she comes back now and she's like nothing happened, like that would not be realistic at all. And, that'd be like, well, hold on, come on, man, that's not it. So you almost need her to see. I mean, we almost need to see her being the effects of that, I guess. I know it's been a while. It's been 12 years, whatever, but there still should be some change in effects in her. And she's not a kid. Same with Stu. Like I said, Stu was 17, whatever. He's not going to be the same now just because he's older alone. And Kirby's older now. She's got, in that timeline, she's around 30, 30-ish now.
Yeah.
Right, somewhere in there.
29, 30, somewhere around
29 or 30. So yeah. So she's not that 17-year-old high school kid either. So it's a good point you bring up, man. I think we need to prepare ourselves, honestly, that to not expect Kirby to be that memory we have of her. Exactly. Maybe hopefully some of that personality, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's a very interesting point. That is a real good point. And I've also, again, rumors are rumors. You know how this goes. But the rumor is that she still is not going to be in much in the movie. That
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
it's
just a few scenes.
Yeah, that's that was always like my thinking too. Because like I said, you can't at this point you can't make her a main character or a main focus. Like that's one of the reasons why I was like, why bring her back at all? It's just because no matter what you do, it's probably going to be looked in a negative light. Because either she comes back and we love her, but she doesn't get enough screen time, and people want her to be the main focus, and it doesn't happen, so people are upset. 2, she comes back and she's terrible, and we don't like her now, or it's not the same Kirby. Nothing against Hayden, it's just the character, the way it's written, stuff like that. She's got to deliver what the paper says, So that, or they kill her and everyone's upset that they killed her, or they, it's just, there's a million ways that this could just go terribly. And my thing was like, you already have your main character. What's going on? Boom.
I saw the fist bump. I had to do it.
Yeah, you already have you already have your main established characters, the characters that are going to lead your film, Gale Weathers, stuff. It's like, how much can you incorporate Kirby? Like, I really wouldn't be shocked if we get Kirby early on in the movie, whether it's the opening scene or it's like an early scene or whatever, and then we just don't see her for 30 minutes or whatever. Like, I think that's very likely going to be the case. And so, yeah, that's why I was like, I love Kirby. Don't get me wrong. I'm not as high on Kirby as many others are. Like, I know people look at her as like one of the best characters in the franchise. I just, I'm not, I don't think she's a bad character. I'm just not like I didn't watch Scream 5 and was like, oh my God, you know what this movie needs? Kirby. That wasn't like, I would never was something that crossed my mind.
No, it was Stu. I know what it was.
Yeah, for you. But
absolutely, for me.
Yeah, I have a lot of concerns about the upcoming Scream 6. I just I want them to do something different. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of give them a pass for Scream 5. You know, um, but
Yeah, that was the West
yeah,
tribute,
tribute. I
and
give them a
I
pass.
look at it like that really is like a that's what
Yeah,
it is, like a
that
tribute
was the
movie to
fan
him.
movie. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
fan movie, the tribute movie. It
Hmm.
was almost exactly like 96 in so many ways, just not
Yeah.
as well done and executed. But I mean,
Right.
there were things to like about the movie. Was it a perfect movie? No. Was it the best movie ever? No. But like there were things that you could get out of that. But I give them a
Mhm.
pass because it was the fan movie. Okay,
It
you did it
was.
for Wes. You wanted to honor
Hmm.
him. Okay, well now that's gone. You know, we've moved past that. I can accept that. But what are you going to give us with Scream 6? If Scream 6 is going to be, you know, a version of Scream 5 again, just with 2 instead of 96, like I
Yeah.
don't need that. I don't like it's just yeah. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that
Yeah.
it's a different setting, it's a different everything. So,
Me too,
um
buddy. I really do. Um, just want to say hi to Blucka real quick. Blucka's in the house.
look up,
Apollo.
look.
And Apollo's got a good question, I think, for us to think about. Are we more worried about ends or six of the two?
Personally, ends. I'm
Okay.
really worried about Halloween ends.
Okay.
I think I have a pretty good idea how this, and I haven't like read. I know like there's the whole movie is supposedly online. Where I haven't read any of that stuff, anything
Yeah.
like that. I'm just going off of like the public information. But everything I've seen, I can kind of paint a picture of how this movie's gonna go, and I hope I'm wrong. Maybe, and I hope I'm like way wrong. But I just think this is gonna be a movie I am not going to like. Uh, where you know,
Okay.
Scream. I feel like we don't know enough information yet to make a fair like, oh, I'm going to hate this movie or not yet. It's just
Yeah.
the things we have gotten have me concerned. But like for all we know, that could be like a small blimp in the overall movie. You know, we don't know.
Could
Like,
be.
you know, like every like the theater scene could be the opening scene, and you know, maybe it's only like 2 minutes of the 10-minute opening scene. And like you said, Craven, maybe they go back, like you think somebody's gonna die there, they don't. They go back to the hotel, or you know,
Hmm.
they go back to their apartment or whatever and just get slaughtered. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like that had nothing to do with Scream 2. Like that was
Exactly.
they just had a theater, which they're in New York, Broadway, makes sense. Like, you know, so like
Yeah.
I think it just depends on what is, and as information comes out, I'll probably better be able to answer Scream 6. But Halloween Ends, I feel like there's enough information out there to let me know I'm not going to like this movie. But I hope I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man. I think for me, I think. Oh boy, that's a really hard. That's really a hard question for me, believe it or not, because I think Scream Six. Well, here's the thing though. I think it's different for you and me because partly because I'm assuming this is because I know you didn't really like kills, and I did. So but what I'm saying is when it comes to David Gordon Green, I liked his first two movies. So because I thought he did a good job on those. It makes me want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, it's going to be okay. Well, I'm not going to doubt him all of a sudden
Yeah.
because I like the first two. But I will say this about ends. I've told you this before as well. I'm not a fan of introducing a new character in the third
We're getting
film.
two.
Well,
We're getting Mathis and Corey.
Mathis is another one. Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
mean,
mentioned Mathis.
I mean, they mentioned
and
him,
kills
but they
like
didn't-
tiny little bit
yeah,
at
that's
the
what I'm
beginning.
saying. Like, so we're
Yeah.
getting two new characters
True.
established in this movie. Like, you know,
Well, that's true. You're right. And Corey, it seems like, is going to be a main character, like not even like a side character as part of a supporting role. He looks like he's going to be almost a co-lead in this film.
it's very possible.
And that's what I don't like. And I've shared my concerns about it. I'm not ready to give up on it though. I think that it could be good. I'm hoping it will be good, but I am concerned about the Corey's my biggest issue. I'm not really worried about Michael and Laurie. I already didn't expect Laurie to die, and you know I think everyone honestly is going to die in this movie except Allison is most likely. But except for Michael and Alice. I think they're both going to live. But Corey's the one that it just has me a little bit nervous. That's the one.
Yeah.
And Scream 6, I don't know. Yeah, I have the same concerns you do, man. I think they spent a very long time filming at that theater. I mean, weeks filming at that theater. And you don't film for weeks at one location for a 15-minute scene or a 10-minute scene. That's like probably third act, 30-minute, 40-minute kind of stuff. I'm afraid that's what it's going to be. And I say I'm afraid. They may do an amazing job, right? I'm gonna really try to be optimistic. I am optimistic, but I am also nervous about it. I share your basically same concerns for 6. I just don't want that carbon copy, kind of just copy paste and then just change a few names and characters,
Yeah.
And it's Scream 2 on a popsicle stick, which makes no sense, but it just sounded fun to say. And so anyway, man, I think for me, I'm going to say I'm a little bit more nervous for Ends 2 just because of the Corey factor for me.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, Horrorby says, I hope we see more hardened Kirby. I think we will.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep. She could be a good red herring. Maybe. I honestly will never suspect her, which maybe that means it would make her a good ghost face, because I would never pick Kirby ever. Yeah. So maybe they should make her a killer just because of that.
We just see her kill somebody and we're like, nah, still not her.
Yeah, that has to be a twin.
That had to be something like. No, I do think we're gonna get a more hardened Kirby. I do expect a change from Kirby's character. I just worry about people having this idea and perception of what Kirby is, and she's not gonna be like that in Scream 6, and people hate it. Where me personally, I'm expecting her to be completely different. And I just want like a good execution and a good story built around her for whatever capacity she's in. But I just think people are like, oh, I love Kirby in Scream 4. Give me some more of that. And I don't think she's going to be that Kirby. I think she's going to be a different Kirby, which is usually the problem when shows and movies, reintroduce a character that's been gone for so long, because they have to figure out how do they make it all make sense? How do they change that character enough to where it's believable? Because if she's Scream 4 Kirby, I'm gonna be like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I won't buy it at all.
If she's just open and loving and accepting, and I'm not saying take away like her sense of humor and stuff like that. Like, you can keep that, especially now with the darkness she just went through. You'd imagine like that's usually where people find you. Like, you either go mad or you laugh, and so I could see that. But I'm just saying, like, I like if she just shows up and it's like, hey guys, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, my boyfriend was just killed or something, whatever. And it's like, life sucks, but hey, at least we're all together now. Like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't need that.
No,
like, give me that, like, who, like, why are you guys here? What do you need? Type thing.
Yep, absolutely, man.
It's kind of a low bar. Like,
it's going to be better than that. I can almost guarantee that. It's got to be.
Yeah. It's not the highest bar possible.
Carrie wants to tacos or Chinese for dinner. Ooh.
I'm a big Taco Bell guy, so I'd tell you go get Taco Bell. Like, if you said tacos, now I want Taco Bell. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the Chinese place, though.
It does, man.
Because you get the right Chinese place, man. Mm-hmm. The right Chinese food is fire.
Yep.
But I mean, you could say that, I guess, for even like the right taco place. You go to the right taco place, it's fire. But I would say Chinese, depending on where you're going, depending on what place it is, if it's a a good place or not.
That's my recommendation, Carrie, too. If you have that one Chinese place you love, like they nail it, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Panda Express?
I actually don't mind Panda Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Not at all.
I actually really love Panda Express, but every time like people I'm like, I'll be like, oh, let's go get Panda Express or whatever. People are always like, really, you're gonna eat that terrible shit? I'm like,
I
it's
know.
delicious.
Dude,
It's
that's
good.
what their orange chicken, bro, and their
Yeah.
string bean chicken is legit, man.
I mean, it's probably the worst thing in the world for you, but still, it's delicious.
Probably.
It's delicious. I do. I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I love me a good like hole in the wall
Mhm.
Chinese food place.
Yep.
Like, especially that's fire. But sometimes you don't have the time to go and have them. Like, you just want to go in, grab your food, get on the
Mhm.
road. Like, and I think Panda's great for that.
It is.
So,
Yeah, it's funny. My wife calls it mall Chinese food.
no.
So I don't want to get mall Chinese food. We're gonna get Chinese food. We have this one place like that place
Yeah.
you just talked about. Like, man, it's really good. It's like we're gonna get that if we're gonna get Chinese food. But I don't mind it. I don't mind Panda, man. It has its place, brother.
It does. I think so too.
What's up? Jason's in the house.
What's up, Jason?
Sheriff Barker will save Halloween Ends. Iron Woman better be in it. Friday the 13th new movie. Let's go. I'm excited about that. Man, it's talking about growing new audiences. Before you went live, Fate and I were chatting about some things. And Fate, I posted my very first Friday the 13th video today.
Nice.
First time ever since I've had the channel. I've done one. And everything's nice about it except the view count. Let me tell you, man. Here we are, talking about growing new audiences, right? Remember?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this is. And
Yeah.
so, like right now, oh my gosh, I posted this video 8 hours ago, and it's at 211 views. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like 2 or 5.
It's not It's not terrible, but it's not what you're accustomed to.
No.
Yeah. That's
But
the problem. I mean, that's the problem
yeah.
with like all channels. Like, I mean, whether it's Fate Decided or it's my sports channels, like, that's what we were talking about offline is that, like my sports channel, like I'm trying to integrate football into it because I love me some football too. And it's like I can't, I'm lucky to get, 200 views, 300 views on those videos. But like if I post a basketball video, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get a couple thousand views. Like, I mean, I was even reading them off to you and I was like, here's 3,000, 10,000, 7,000, like, but here's a football video with 96 views. Like, it's like, damn, it's tough because like, you're so used to seeing those magic numbers and it's great. And then you post a video you're excited about. You're like, yeah, this was great. This was a good video. I like it. And then you post it and it gets like 300 views and you're just like, damn.
It's like,
That
really?
sucks. Yeah.
I know. Dang it. It's just, but I figured, look, I need to stick. If I'm going to continue on that road, I should start making up
Gotta just
some,
do it, yeah.
just keep posting Friday the 13th once a week or once every 10 days. Just put another one up and just keep it going with the low numbers. And
Just like
see if-
anything else.
Like anything else, yeah. Just build up an audience. Yeah.
It's just it's just like anything else. You got to grow. You got to be patient, be consistent. And if you build it, they will come. So
Eventually, I believe
Yeah.
it.
it's a matter of time.
Castellar says, I have a wonderful Chinese place close by. Nice.
Nice.
Tiny, if you could find the one that just hits your taste buds and knocks it out of the park, that's the one. Just keep on going there because these are independent mom and pop shops. You got to keep them in business.
Facts. Very true.
Yeah, they don't have the big corporate pockets to keep them going when it gets slow. Dr. Aaron says, I hope we have another YouTuber cameo like how Dead Meat was in 5. Well, Fate and I could tell you about that, but we have an NDA, so we can't say
So
anything.
we can't say nothing. Got to be quiet.
Sorry.
Remain quiet. They imagine they're all thinking we're joking until we show up and Scream 6 and they're like,
Dude.
they weren't joking.
The Lethal Collective on a laptop. Somebody's
All of
laptop.
us just show up there. I'd love that.
Dude.
That'd be wonderful.
Angie says, I hope they focus on the mourning and grieving of characters that have been killed, which has been an issue. Yeah, that's never really been a thing. That's never really been a real part of the DNA of this franchise. It
Yeah.
never has been. No,
I think that we're just gonna pick up like 2 years later.
I think so
Like
too,
nothing
man.
happened and life is
Reset.
that's it.
Yep. That's what I expect as well. I think it will be 2 years later. And so that, and by doing that, you you kind of give an excuse of why they're not in that
Yeah.
mourning stage because
Yeah, because they already passed.
Time has passed. Yeah. Yep. I suspect we will see that again as well. Maverick Media's in the house. What's up, Mav?
What is up?
KL's here as well. Excellent. KL says that Nope came out today in the UK.
Wow.
Nice.
I still haven't seen that movie. I still gotta go see that.
I haven't seen it. Honestly, at this rate, it's going to be streaming for me.
Yeah,
I'll
when it
probably
comes
wait.
out.
Yeah. But I definitely want to see it when it comes out. And I hear a lot of people talking about Bodies. Haven't seen that either.
That's a movie that I think is gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna watch it at some point.
Me too.
But that's a movie that I think is gonna be awful. That's a movie I'm gonna be really.
Well, did you see what Jake said about it yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I haven't
it.
actually watched his interview or his review because I don't watch reviews if I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
But he's just said basically on his Twitter tweet, he said something like, "This movie is blown away his expectations. Clearly easily one of the best movies of the year." He was shocked
but
by
Jake
it.
says that about every movie.
I have to say,
swear, okay?
I was thinking
love
that
you,
too,
Jake,
man.
But every movie, he's like, "This is the best movie of the year."
I
This is a
know.
10 out of 10.
I know. Jakey boy, Jake.
I love the man. But
He's emotional. He gets into the moment. He gets excited,
yeah,
and
he does, and I understand it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see it. I just have my concerns, and yeah, I'm not. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's something that is entertaining, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
Same here. And I saw earlier there was a little bit of chat, and I've asked everybody to be kind of take it easy because opinions can turn into spoilers. You got to be real careful.
No, absolutely. That is one thing. One thing that I will say, because I saw what is it, Chris Stuckman or whatever.
Okay.
He saw the movie. He said everybody's like the reviews. Everybody's calling this a slasher, and he's like, if you're a diehard slasher person, you're gonna be very disappointed. But he's like, if you go into this as like a whodunit,
that's
you're
what I
gonna love
want.
it.
Is the whodunit.
He's like, if you go into this movie expecting a whodunit, not a traditional slasher.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna love it.
Okay,
He's like,
good.
but if you go into this movie expecting like a Scream, slasher movie, he's like, you're gonna be very disappointed. He's like, and so yeah, I mean, I don't know how true that is. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie, but yeah, according to him, which he's usually pretty spot on about stuff. So.
Oh, nice. I do want to watch it. It's probably going to be 2 months from now before it streams, at least 2 or 3 months. It'll be old. It'll be old news by the time I get around to it.
It'll be irrelevant by that point. Don't worry, Jason. I'm not. I just gotta keep grinding. Like I said, grow the audience, grow the following.
Jason's encouraging
everything takes
us.
time.
It does take time. He's encouraging me too. He says once Friday the 13th is officially announced, those numbers will be insane. Keep up the Friday updates, but more important, do what makes you happy. Exactly right, Jason. That's really what it boils down to, right? Is you do what makes you happy, and the view counts. You don't worry about it. Just if you're happy with it and you felt it made you happy to talk about it, that's really what matters at the end of the day. Good point. All right. I haven't seen They Them yet either. I want to see that one. The Kevin Bacon movie. I haven't seen it. Did you ever watch it yet? Have you seen it? Streamed it yet? It's on Peacock.
You were here when me and Jake were ragging on that movie.
Oh, wait a minute.
the other
Never
day.
mind.
Yeah,
I do remember now. I
was one of the
forgot.
worst movies I've ever seen in my life. Like that movie was god
Got it.
awful.
It's okay. I remember now. I remember now. I was like, oh, I've got to turn my volume down. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Tron Jake gives everything a 10. Everything except House Shark.
Yeah, House Shark. That I think was a 9.
That's awesome.
I was joking.
Oh, dang. Kale makes a good point, though, and this is kind of where I'm at. He had low expectations for the movie, and maybe that's why he liked it so much. See, that's why I'm going into it expecting to fall asleep, that I'm going to be bored and hate it. And if it turns me around, that's going to make it even sweeter. So, Blucka, we do not need Antonio Brown back. Bro,
Back to the end of August.
man, come on now.
Let's do it. I could use it on the sports channel.
It would, I mean, listen, I may start a sports channel if Antonio Brown comes back. That guy.
There's going to be some team that gives him a shot. There's going to be some
Probably.
team that has a receiver go down or something, and they're
Yep.
going to be like, "Oh, who can we get? Antonio Brown." And Antonio Brown's going to get another chance.
Sad day, but you're probably right.
Yeah.
Probably right. Oh my gosh, man. Let's see. We'll go for maybe another 20, 30 minutes or so. Is that cool?
Sounds like a plan.
Yep. All right.
Do it.
Jen says Bodies by Device is definitely not boring, Creed. Okay, good. Well, that's good to hear. That's good feedback. So man, there's a picture. I'm doing a video. I haven't done it yet. I was going to do it earlier. I just had I just didn't get time to do it. But I'm going to do it tonight probably. And it's a picture. Have you seen this picture that Nick Castle tweeted out last night?
No.
It's a picture of him in a recording studio, and he's doing a voiceover for Halloween Ends. And he's sitting there behind the microphone, and he's got his iPad or whatever pad, where the script is and stuff. What's up, Cole Pawn?
What's going on?
Hey, man, from Ireland. Welcome, Culp.
Welcome.
But he's sitting there, and there's a screen of Michael Myers, a shot of him on a TV in front of him. It's this really, really cool shot. And he says something like, he said, I'm breathing life into the shape for one last time, or for the final time. And it was like, dude, that's pretty darn, it was sad, but it was also like, I appreciate David Gordon Green
For having
him do it. Because anybody could do the breathing. I mean, they could technically hire anyone to do breathing into a microphone. Yeah. But the fact that he didn't, that he said, no, I want the OG, I want the original Myers to do this, I thought was pretty darn cool. Pretty cool, man. So, yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd seen it yet or not. It's not. I want to
go check it out.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's on his Twitter. I'm going to do a video because I want to talk about it. I think it's cool, and I'm going to talk about that plus the rating and all that, just kind of some other general stuff. But yeah, man, definitely check it out, dude, and see what you think about it.
Yeah, cool.
Culp says there were new pictures of Blackmore University. Do you have any of those? Yeah, actually, we have covered those on our channels, and we've talked about them here on the Collective. Thanks for having our back and making sure. Appreciate that.
College setting.
My favorite shot from Blackmore is this one right here with the subway station.
Subway station.
Yes, I am like so pumped to see where that leads us.
I'm telling you, we need an awesome like chase scene or something through like the subway. Yeah, we do. We need it. We need it bad. Like we do.
We do so bad. There's another shot of Blackmore overnight. Got their lights covered stuff, and not now maybe been raining. But yeah, I agree, man. We need to have some just. There was then I saw that shot too. The subway map on the wall, which was really cool, and it said new NYC subway or substation, whatever
station, or whatever, or yeah.
Yeah, so ready for that. So I'm telling you, man, we got to have some chases. I want to have at least like 3 good chase scenes, like more than just 30 seconds. I mean, really, cat and mouse stuff. Hiding and running and then getting found and then run again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just stretch it out a little bit. So,
that's what I'm saying. Give us like a good, like, adrenaline pumping, heart pounding, tension building chase scene. There's so many ways that they can do it. It wouldn't be that hard at all.
No, not at all.
I'll make it a sandwich.
Well, making a sandwich, man, whatever it takes, man.
I think Ghostface just snatched that sandwich and just takes a bite and walks out like a boss.
That's right. He goes into Subway
Yeah.
on a murder spree.
And he eats fresh after he kills the worker.
He eats fresh and he kills fresh.
Would you be okay if
Oh.
there was like a random kill like that in the movie?
Like just for no reason
Like
at
yeah,
all.
it's just like yeah, like he like Ghostface just run like you have like say after like a kill, Ghostface is just running through and like runs like into a back alley or something, and there's a door, and like he thinks it's like an empty building or something, and there's somebody in there, and like and they have like food and drinks or something, and like just pushing a cart. Maybe it's like a venue or something, and it's after hours. So Ghostface just like brutally slaughters that person,
Ooh.
grabs like a tray, and then just like walks off. Like I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny for
I
what
can
I think
handle
it'd be
that.
kind of cool. It'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool. Just like a random like. I mean, you're already killing people, so why does it matter if you kill this random person? Is like unless you're just
Right.
trying to morally justify why you're killing people. Like if it was me, it's like. All right, well, I've already killed 10 people. What's this other person? Especially if I get a free sub out of it.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, I'm honestly, man, I'm down for anything different and surprising. Honestly, I'm not even gonna put too much restriction, man. I just want to see new, original radio silence movie. Yeah, I want what they want, and every other guy who came over here and spilled his guts and gave everything he had once for our Lethal Collective to love us as much as we love it. That's what I want.
That's what I want.
That's a speech right there from Jason.
Don't
Classic
worry.
speech.
We love you.
Yes.
I love all of your beautiful faces.
Apparently no one else does because we've only got 20 likes. Oh my
That
gosh.
makes me sick.
And we're at 31 people here and 20. Oh, come on now.
Makes me sick.
Wow. I'm about to open up a whodunit to see who's
I know.
not
We got
liking the
22 likes.
stream. 22.
And we're
And we're at 33 people.
yes. So if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. What are you doing?
There it is.
And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Otherwise, what are you doing? we need those subscribers too. We're what 235 away.
I believe that's correct.
Almost
Yes.
there. Slowly
200 and man,
35.
230, dude. That is like so close, man. I mean, we're just about to be under 200.
Yes.
What's up, Darth? Take care, man. You're welcome for the
See you later,
live.
Darth. Boom.
Have a good one. Bam.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. That's right.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're 235, man. And I've teased like a little bit and about what we're gonna do when we get monetized, and when we hit that 1,000 streams. I mean, 1,000 streams. Oh, that's a lot. When we hit that 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna open things up a little bit. We're gonna have some merch. We're gonna have channel members, opportunities to be a member of the channel, and we're gonna have, once YouTube allows it, we'll have super chat opportunities that you guys can help the channel grow even more, and all kinds of good stuff, man. We'll occasionally have a special guest come every now and then, and
A lot in the works.
just a lot of stuff out there on the table. Yep. To quote Tyler Gillett, we're willing to risk it all to subvert your expectations for this channel.
That's right.
And we're so far down the rabbit holes of our own channels that we're willing to basically bring it all up. Everything's up for grabs. So, let's see. Extron's got a question for us. What do you think about this Dr. Mathis character? We talked about it before, but do y'all think he's the copycat killer and Corey is just a red herring? So what do you think about this Dr. Mathis, man? Because we know he's a slimy, scummy boss.
Yeah. So if you look at the actor, he does have a lot of facial similarities to somebody that has worn the mask or even the mask itself. I don't think he's going to be the one running around killing people. I could see Dr. Mathis kind of being the mastermind. I could see him kind of being, he's the one that is basically behind it all. And Corey's just kind of his his pupil that he's his patsy, the guy that's actually wearing the outfit and executing the killings and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's would be my guess how that's going to go. I do think Dr. Mathis is going to end up being like that, oh, I'm the one that did this, like, that guy.
Like the Dr. Wynn kind of character in a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. That, and actually, it's so funny because that is my next Halloween video. I've already got it all slated and mapped out. That's my next theory video I'll be putting out probably tomorrow. It literally is Dr. Mathis. I'm giving you guys all kinds of sneak peeks here for what I'm about to do. That's my next video, man. I was going to do it today, but I did the Friday the 13th instead. Otherwise, I would have had it up already. But it's going to be the Dr. Mathis connection with Corey. I think there is one, and I do think that he's pulling the strings. I think that Mathis is the one that provides him with the Michael Myers costume and mask. He has it made. I think he's behind it all. So, yeah, I'm going to dig into that theory. I'm going to unpack it more. But in a nutshell, that's the bulk of the high-level synopsis of my next theory video. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Jennifer says it'll be an exciting day when you hit 1,000. Can't
Oh,
wait.
believe me, it will be.
Oh, we're going to have a massive celebration stream, Fate.
Yes.
It's going to be
It'll
huge.
be a blast. Yeah. 235 away.
230.
Likes.
Likes.
I love that, Gary.
I know. So good. All right, let's see here. Evil scientist name, Dr. Mathis.
Yeah, he sounds like a guy that would be naughty.
Naughty man. We definitely know he's naughty in the bedroom. Do you remember the novel for ins for kills? Jen says, I saw a trailer for Pearl today. I want to see it, even though I was not a fan of X. Pearl looks awesome. Have you seen the trailer yet, Fate?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for Pearl.
Man, didn't it look good? I think it looks great.
It did. I don't know how. Like, I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was just me and Jake when we were talking about this last time.
Okay.
My only thing is that and it's my concern with all prequels, not just this one. But it's like you already know what the outcome is, so how much better can this movie be? So like my thing is like for like people that didn't like X, like how much more are you gonna like? Nice. How much more are you gonna like Pearl? Just because it's like what the end result is, and they filmed the movie at the same time, so it's not like they had time. It's not like they had time to make adjustments and changes to things that that have time to change. Like, okay, this didn't work in X, so let's fix this here. That's my only thing. I do think it's going to be good. I do think it'll be nice to get the backstory and the information and details on Pearl and how she got to the point that she was at in X. So I definitely think there are going to be some, bonus, but is the Kenneth live streams.
Oh,
well,
Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think for me, Fate, what I'm most excited about for Pearl is... Yeah, that's why I brought this up. That's the thing I'm most excited about as well, Carrie. I'm looking forward to the backstory of her.
Yeah.
Because we see her at the end of her life, literally, at the end of the life, and now we're going to get a chance to see what made her turn out to who she was.
Yeah.
And it looks like she was already doing it at an earlier age. So. For me, that's where the enjoyment for me comes from out of Pearl, is more in I'm excited to learn about this character more. I'm really intrigued. And I love what Ty West did with X, and he's the one I've been saying that I want to be the director for the new Friday the 13th.
No, I really liked X, but I know you said after you watched it again that you still liked it as much, but
I did.
I just think it loses all its rewatchability after, because it's just like I said, the first 30 minutes of the movie is I could just do without after I've already seen it. Like, it's cool the first time you see it, but it's like, get to the point. Like, come on, like, like that's the problem. But
Yeah.
I
I didn't experience that, buddy. I really didn't. I was like, I'm going to see how does this age? Because I was really, like after we had talked, and I was like, I still found myself getting excited about it. And now, maybe some of that was because I was watching it with several people who'd never seen it.
that could be it too. Yeah.
And so I was like kind of seeing their first time reaction, which kind of took me. So that may have colored it. Like if I watched it by myself, how would I feel? I mean, so I'd have to watch it by myself, I guess. But I can tell you this, that on the second viewing in that environment, I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. And I was anticipating the kills. Like I was waiting
I
to
still
see
think
them.
it's a good movie. Like, I'm not saying like
Yeah.
it's just like it's not a movie I feel like I could watch over and over and over. Like,
I got
like,
you, man.
It's like,
Yeah.
if in 2 years, you and me are hanging out and you're like, oh, X is on TV, you want to watch it? I'd be like, yeah, sure. But like,
Yeah.
it's not like a go-to movie for me. Like,
Like Fate, let's do a watch party
Yeah.
of X tonight. Let's go.
yeah, I'm not like, I'd be like, I mean, for content purposes, yeah, but
Well, I guess that's
Like
not
the-
fair. But
the-
no, just you and I.
Yeah,
You
like,
and I,
yeah,
we're going to watch a movie on
if you're like,
streaming,
hey,
just the
let's
two
wa-
of us.
Yeah, what movie do you want to watch? What do you think about X? I'd be like, can we find something else to watch?
Yeah,
That's
there you
kinda
go.
like- that's
I got
kinda
you.
How it'd be like, it just, I just feel like it gets to the point. And look, I am a man. I enjoyed
Oh,
the beginning
gosh.
parts for sure, but I'm not watching this movie.
You know
for
you're all
that.
about
I'm
Kid Cudi.
I'm watching. Oh man, Kid Cudi. I know. Yeah, have me some
Guy
Kid
looks
Cudi.
awesome. That must be what night looks like when his shirt's off.
Oh my god,
My gosh,
getting
man.
hot. Whew.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, but I'm with you, man. I could have done,
Lucky
honestly,
dream.
I could have done without all that mess. I would have, I would have been just as happy if they were going to just stay there on their way on a road trip,
Yeah.
and they just decided to stay at the little house for a night as they were waiting to get to the next city or something without all the other stuff. But I understand that why, because of Pearl's background. See,
No, yeah.
which
I completely get it,
they
yeah.
tied it together, tying it together.
Yeah, I just feel like, and like I said, I have no problems with all that stuff. Like I said, I mean, it was nice to look at. It was fun to watch. But like, like my thing is that like I just felt like the first time you watch it,
Yeah.
it like when you're watching any movie, it could be a 3-hour movie. It just boom flies by. It just keeps going. Like, so like when I first watched it, like all that stuff went through, and then you get to the kills and it's like, oh, okay, cool. But like after watching it again, it was like I started like you start to see how long things really are. And I was like, we're like 40 minutes into this movie and nothing's happened yet. I was like, come on, let's get to the point. And I know they're trying to tell the story and stuff.
Yeah.
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 I don't, like I said, I don't think it's a bad movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought it's a really good movie. I don't know how many times I'd be able to like just consistently watch that.
Sure. I mean, I think rewatchability is its own thing, because
It
I
is,
agree.
absolutely.
Because you can have a movie that is really good, like a really great movie, but it just doesn't have a rewatchable factor as high as others. That's a legit
Dude, there's
thing.
movies that I absolutely love, but I never want to watch again. Like they're
Exactly.
they're like one of my favorite movies ever, but like maybe it's too long, or it's just like
Yeah.
like once you know the outcome, it's like okay, it ruined
Right.
it. Like
It
there's
ruins it. Yeah.
I mean, there are literally like there are tons of movies that I absolutely love, and I would recommend anybody to go watch that movie. But I just it's not something I'm like, oh, I want to watch regularly. Like
Right.
if I
That's right.
can't if there's nothing on, sure. But if I can find something else, then
Heck yeah.
just like
Absolutely, man. Because we all have our movies where we've seen them 100+ times, and we still want to see them. Like it just doesn't matter. Yeah, but Jennifer has a question for us. She asked Knight and Jake already. She said, where would we like to see Halloween go after this movie? Because it's going to keep going. There's no way it's going to stop. We know it's coming. I give it 3 years to 5 years tops. We got a new movie. So what do you want to see, man? I'll share after you share your thoughts.
I want to see either like an almost like anthology version of movies where like maybe we get like 3 or 4 movies and each movie is just a different story, or just like start over but with a new story. Like I don't need the Rob Zombie route where like you have a new Laurie, you have a new no, just tell it in like Michael Myers is Michael Myers. You know, we all know that story. You don't need to rehash that story. Tell a new story. You know, people when they go see Halloween, what do we want? We want to see Michael Myers run through people and some good storytelling. Like, as long as you do that, we're good. So, you know, my thing is like, create a movie or a new trilogy or whatever you want to do. That's just an entirely new story. And it's centered around Michael Myers. Like, you could do, I mean, you could go back to 79 if you want. Instead of Laurie, it's, you know, this guy, Jason, you know, Jason Dyer. And he's, you know, trying to live his best life. And, you know, and all of a sudden Michael's coming after him. But, you know, he's the final guy, so he survives, you know. That's my movie. That Shadow.
Nice. Oh, you know, for me, I think there's two routes you can go. Well, it probably is more than that, but the two I'm thinking of is touching on what Fate said. I think you can literally start over with a new Michael. You could have you could start with a 20-year-old, 19-year-old Michael Myers, and he's got a whole new mission, if you will. And it's completely original. It doesn't have to be about his house or about trying to kill his sister, whatever timeline. It could be a new timeline, it's literally a reboot up, you know, a remake almost.
Yeah.
Not so much a remake, just a reboot.
Yeah.
Or you have the other way, which I'm leaning a little bit towards it, and I always catch flack for it from the Halloween fans that are on my channel because they all want Michael Myers, and I get that totally. But I would love to see an anthology type series where maybe it's not all about Michael. Maybe we get a movie that he's not even in it. Maybe he's like a Season of the Witch type movie, right? Something different. And I know it failed miserably in the box office before they tried it, and they never went back to that model again. But I think it'd be fun to do that. However, I think the majority fate of the fandom, I think I'm in the minority. I think the majority are saying Michael Myers is the face of the movie. Yeah. That's who people want. So I lean towards a new Michael Myers film. And I've also said this, Fate, and what do you think about this? I would also love to see, in the age that we're in now, with Chucky, I know what you did last summer, although that was wretched, but I watched it. We're in the season of series coming onto these platforms. What about having a Halloween series, and I want it to be called Haddonfield? That's all it is. It's called Haddonfield.
I am a big advocate for turning these horror franchises into series because I just think you can do a lot more. You can get away with a lot more. It's easier to tell the story because instead of cramming stuff into 2 hours, you can spread it out over like 10. You know, and so like
character development.
Yeah, character development's a lot easier to do. Storytelling's a lot easier to do. Like I would love a series, even if they did like an anthology series. You know, like where it's like every season is like something else. You know, or like like continue the Season of the Witch. You know, which I've seen a lot of people want to do. Even Jason, I think, threw it in the chat earlier. Like I've seen a lot of people say that. Like, oh, why don't we get a Season of the Witch? Continuation or story or whatever. Which I'm not against. Again, it kind of goes into like what you're talking about, like the majority. Although Season of the Witch has seemed to age very well. Like people really seem to like that. Like Halloween fans seem to really like that. But I don't know. I think you have to have Halloween. I mean, Michael Myers, in Halloween. I just think it's it's like having Scream without Ghostface at this point.
It would be. Like, I think it's like,
so too. Having Nightmare on Elm Street without Freddy Krueger. It's like,
right.
Here's this new guy, Steve.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah. Like, what was this?
John Wilson down the street.
He's like,
dude, the box office would be rough on that, I'm afraid. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. I think people would kill it. I think it's just because like if they called it something else and then tied it into it, like, if they called it like, Season of the Witch or something like that, where like Halloween fan, like the diehard fans know, like, and it's like that connection, I think it could do well. But I think if you throw that title of Halloween on something and it doesn't have Michael Myers, I could see that doing terrible. Maybe you could even get away with like, from the mind of Halloween or something, or or the book of Halloween. Like
Yeah.
here comes a new anthology movie. Like I don't know. There's ways that I think you go about it, but kind of becomes tough.
It does,
What's going
man.
on, Ghostface Fanatic?
Ghostface Fanatic in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. All right, gonna go for about another 3 or 4 minutes, and we're gonna call it. We're almost at 1 hour mark tonight. We wanted to jump in, and even in our weekend edition as the active, with half of our body being torn apart in Gulfston, New Jersey, we still wanted to
legs.
come. And we wanted to do it. Oh yeah, that's another one. Bates Motel.
Bates
That was
Motel-
a
Bates
great
Motel was really good.
series.
Yeah, I really like Bates Motel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too, man. Me
Can't go
too.
wrong with some Bates Motel.
Yeah, that I know what you did last summer was
It's
terrible.
It was awful. Yeah.
I literally made myself forced my finger to press play to watch because I wanted to know who did it. I wanted to get to the end. Now, yeah, I could have fast forwarded to the very, but I said no. I've
Yeah, I did the
wasted.
same thing.
I mean, yeah, I just had to do it. So it was terrible. Hey, what's going on? 261 Turner. I love your address, my friend.
What's up?
Bro, I Fate. I don't know if I told you tonight, and I'm still toying with the idea if someone hasn't already done it. It may already be out there. But I'm really thought about creating a YouTube channel called 261 Turner Lane as the channel name. And, Stu Macher's address. So,
What would you do on it? Just talk Scream, or would you?
well, that's the thing. That's my problem because I'm like, I could have a all Stu all the time, but eventually
that's gonna die.
he's
People
gonna
are
die eventually
Yeah.
because unless they bring him back in another movie, but even if they bring him back, which I hope they do, he'll get killed, and then you have 2 movies to talk about.
Yeah.
Even that's gonna die out eventually. I don't know. That's
So,
my problem. What do I do with it? 261 Turner Lane. I don't know. It could be a Scream channel.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it could definitely be a Scream channel.
It could be all Scream, but then I'm kind of like
Double
bleeding
dipping into
over
this.
what I'm
Yeah.
doing. So yeah.
I mean, unless you stop talking about Scream on Craven, just make it like all kinds of horror movies.
Yeah, but see, that's my favorite franchise. There's so much I want to talk about with that. It'll probably never happen, but it's one of those things where the idea's been in my head for like months to do it, and
Yeah.
it's been my biggest problem. I don't know what to do with it. Oh well. What's
Tell,
up, Dino?
Tell scary stories about haunted houses.
Oh, there you go.
See?
I mean, there's something. I mean, you more than anybody knows there's an audience
audience
for
there.
that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sure is. Faye, tell us what's going on, man, before we rock it, before we shut down, buddy. What's going on with Fate Decided, man? Anything you want to share? What's up?
Well, we just grinding away, sticking it out, doing all that stuff. Like I said, just trying to ride the waves. I really want to get this channel monetized. This channel here, the Lethal Collective. I need to
Yes.
get this channel monetized because that will take a load off of all of us too.
Yes, it
But
will.
yeah, I mean, Fate Decided. Fate Decided. Not going anywhere. Not doing anything. I've had people worried that because I'm doing the sports channel stuff and they're doing so well. But nah, Fate Decided is my baby. I do want to eventually start doing like other stuff because, like I've talked about, like I don't have that. I don't need to rely on Fate Decided for the monetization now anymore.
Yep.
I mean, it's still nice. Don't get me wrong. You make an extra like $1,200 or whatever, a couple $100 or even an extra $100. Like it's nice.
Even
But
$100. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I don't need to rely on Fate Decided's revenue. So I do want to start exploring and doing different things and getting back to maybe some more storytelling. I've kind of been thinking about just making it a channel about me and just whatever I want to talk about and whatever I like. And the
Nice.
people that like me and want to listen to me and talk to me, cool. If you don't, too bad.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I look
There's
at
a
it.
lot of other channels
It
they go
sucks.
to.
Yeah, go somewhere else. Like if I want to talk about scary stories, if I want to talk
Yeah.
about whatever, if I want to do some videos with the family, maybe like a vlog or something one day, or just like maybe do a live. Like I've even thought about, because I mean you've seen the girls and they love
Yes.
like I even thought like the other day I was like setting up a live stream and they were just sitting there and they were talking and I had the like little Ghostface doll and they're like Ghostface. And I was like, yes, that's right, baby, Ghostface. I was like, man, I'd be rich off of you too. I need to make a last. Like, I need to do a live stream with you too. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to just kind of be able to have a channel where I could talk and do about whatever I want. And luckily, like, I don't really need to change stuff. Fate likes talking about Fate. Exactly. You need it, Ken. I'll just do a live stream that's just talking about myself for an
Hey,
hour.
man. You'd probably be surprised how many
Yeah,
how many folks would stick around and subscribe, dude.
Probably, yeah. Hey, if you're interested in something, there's always probably a
That's
million
right.
people out there that are interested in the same thing. So
That's a very good
that's my
point,
thing too.
man.
And it's not like, I mean, I like what people like. I like a good scary story. I like a good scary movie. I like a good,
Mhm.
relaxing day. Like just kind of thinking about doing that. Just kind of talking about whatever I want to talk about.
Yeah,
So
totally should, man. I mean, like we talked about earlier, I was talking about, doing different things, my God snacks or NFL
yeah,
or whatever. Or like we were talking about Friday the 13th for me earlier, I was, kind of sharing how frustrated I was a little bit about the video, but it's part of at the end of the day, just do what you want to do. That's
part
kind
of
of
the journey.
yeah, it's all
Yeah.
part of the journey, and I think that if you do what you enjoy doing, like you just, there are people, there are people out there that will enjoy it as well. They are, and that when they find you, they'll watch it, they'll subscribe, they'll be a part of the community, and so 100% agree with you, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Real,
look, the people that like me that are subscribed now will probably like it anyway. And anybody that does it, like, I mean, they're not going to care either way. Thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate it, Angie. That's kind of
all
what I'm
right,
thinking. Like, deciding fates every day. I've always said if I ever got big enough, I'd love to like do something cool along those
hmm,
lines. Like, I don't know. There's a lot that I'd like to do about it. Like I said, that now that the pressure's off on Fate Decided and like
yeah,
having to do having to like put out a video I know that's gonna get views and stuff, like it gives me more of an opportunity to like just do what
true,
I want to do, and like I said, I mean we've talked about this before. Yeah, like I have what 7,500 subscribers or whatever, and you have like what 5,200, something like that.
I'm at almost 6,200
Oh,
now.
almost 6,200. Sorry about that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're talking, but like how out of those people, how many people really actually give a shit? A
That's
couple hundred, if
I
that.
mean,
You
yeah, I
know?
mean, it's still like 70-30 to 80-20 split on views.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying.
like 80%, 70 to 80% of the views are from
Yeah,
non-subscribers.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, I out of like the 7,000 subscribers I have, there's
Hmm.
probably, if I'm lucky, 70 people that actually give a shit.
They'd like to be
Like
there every single
yeah,
thing.
be
They
there
would
for
every
everything.
time.
Like actually give a shit. Like,
Right.
not like
True.
just like, oh yeah, like that only want to
Hmm.
watch scripts. So like that's my thing. Like, the only
Yep.
ones I really care about are the ones that are here for me, are here for that.
Hmm.
Those are the ones that you're gonna build your foundation on. So like, yeah, I just yeah, it'd be nice to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Well,
man?
for me, yeah, man. For me, I have one thing I can announce today. I'm very excited about. A week from this coming Monday, on the 22nd, guys, Lynn McCree, Maureen Prescott is back on the channel at 9:30 p.m. Central on the 22nd of August. I already have the stream set up on the channel, so make sure after this you hop over to the channel and you'll see it there. Click the notify me button so that you'll get a reminder notification on that Monday. And do me a favor if you would and smash the thumbs up button while you're there also. I really want a huge turnout for Lynn. She's being so generous with her time. She's extremely busy, and she's going to come and spend one full hour. We've got her for a whole hour on this live stream. So we're going to make the most of it, and I really hope that you will all come and make a showing for Lynn, and let's show her how much we love her, appreciate her contribution to our, well, for a lot of us, our favorite franchise, and for, I would say, all of us, mostly, can say one of our favorite franchises, if not our favorite. For me, it's my favorite, and what she's brought, and it's really the Scream story is her story. I've said that before, even though we really only see her in 2 of the movies. We see her in pictures and on the TV, and we see her in 3, literally in the nightmare sequence you see on the screen. But it's her. She's the matriarch. It's her story. Everything happens because of her. So anyway, guys, I'll say it like that. I'll leave it there. I would appreciate it if you can come. It would be really nice to see you all there and giving her some love and support.
Yes.
I would much
she's
appreciate
the catalyst. Nothing would have happened if it wasn't for
That's
her.
exactly right. She sure is. Thank you, guys. Liv, I love Lynn. I'll be there. Jason says, I know, I'll be there. That's good. Absolutely love that. Mav says, I'm going to super chat that. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay. Well, if you're talking about the Lynn stream, then thank you very much. Real quick, one of our big supporters here for Fate and me for a long time now has been Ghostface Fanatic. He's been a tremendous supporter of our channels. You guys know him in the community. And he just started a new channel. So, yes, I am going to go ahead and share that, Ghostface. I know Fate would be in support of this too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's just started out a new sports channel. It's a football channel. And because I like football a little more than basketball, it's basically talking Notre Dame ball. So
Nice.
there you go. And that's what matters. It kind of encapsulates the stream. Do what you love. That's what we've been saying all night.
Yeah.
And if it's Notre Dame, go. Do the very best you can at talking about Notre Dame football. If it's whatever it is, if it's friggin' Jupiter theory with no circles, as Fate likes to talk about. It doesn't matter.
Jupiter brain. Get it
Jupiter.
right.
Man, look, dude. I forgot about that as quickly as I heard it. But yeah, whatever it is, if you're passionate about it, do it, man. Just do it. So, yeah, guys, check it out for sure. He's got a channel up, and hit up his channel and Ghostface. Go ahead and put the name of the channel in the chat. Gosh, it's hard to say that twice. If you'd like to, go ahead and now, before we log off, and just put the name of your channel so everyone can see the name, and they can check it out if they'd like. So you guys are awesome. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I think that's everything. Okay, guys. So no, Jason, I will. Don't listen. I normally say listen to Jason, but don't listen to him on this one.
That's coming out
Please.
tomorrow. People love the Jupiter brain.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it there. This has been a great fun time. Fate, it's been an awesome time to hang with you, man. Yo.
I'm gonna get somebody to make me some Jupiter brain merch. That's what it's gonna say.
No,
God,
do
a
it,
giant Jupiter brain.
man.
Sorry,
Fate.
go ahead. Continue. Close this out. Close this out, my friend.
Oh gosh. There you go, guys. It's called the Golden Playbook. There you
Great
go.
name. I like that name.
That is a good name. Notre Dame, the Irish, the gold. Nice. All right, guys. Well, listen. Again, thank you all for showing up tonight. Sorry we were a little bit late, quite a bit late tonight. But I'm glad we were able to make it and spend some time with all of you. Have a wonderful weekend. Just so you guys know, I'm probably going to be streaming on Sunday, and I might be streaming at a weird time, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So stay tuned on the channel. I'll put up a stream notice. But if you're not doing anything on Sunday afternoon, then come by and say hello. I'd love to see you. Fate, this has been fun, as always, my friend.
Absolutely, buddy.
All right, guys. Well, I will leave you all with our favorite way to end the stream and say, if you can come to our streams, will you be there?
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Bye, everyone. See you next Monday.